Well folks, welcome back to the workshop again. Today we've got a wee how-to Dewalt fix. How to fix your Dewalt nail gun if it ever starts doing this. This one the customer says it's working, it's shooting, but it's just not doing anything up here. I suspect this one might be a broken pin. So if it is, this will be how to change a pin on it. Otherwise this will be how to change the whole driver. But he says it is actually, there we go, it is actually starting up. So the main thing is the motor's running. She's in bump mode and the trigger is starting the motor. So that's the main thing. The main thing that goes in these things is the trigger. They start getting dirty inside and they have to be opened up, cleaned out in order to get the trigger working again. Sometimes the motor will only start when you put the probe in. If you push it down, the motor starts and you pull the trigger, it does absolutely nothing. Stick it into bump mode and pull the trigger. If it's still, the motor doesn't start up with the trigger on its own, the problem's your trigger. But this one, he says it's firing. So we're going to test it out here first and see what she's doing. Just testing a little bit of wood or something. Right, so just like he says, it's making all the noises, but it's just not doing anything. You know it's more than likely a broken pin whenever it does fire like this, and it's not leaving any mark in the timber. Whenever she shoots, you should at least see the hole where the pin went in, even if it's not putting out any nails. This one's leaving nothing, so more than likely this pin is broken inside. And also, the rattling inside is also giving it away. Sounds like there is something actually broke. Now don't just go buying a new driver blade for this repair. Before you open it, always open it up and look first, because sometimes it's more beneficial to just replace the whole driver unit. You can buy the blade on its own and fit it onto the old driver unit. The driver unit also does eventually wear out, and if it's worn badly, it's more beneficial just to replace the two in the one go. Plus it's easier. Get out all these screws, just open up the cover. Now these look very, very complicated inside. There's a lot to them. You know, there's the problem there, look. Broken driver blade. So the firing pin itself is actually snapped. So inside of these they look very complicated, but to be honest, they're not that bad. They're a metal frame with a motor and axis on top, with a pin down in here and a couple of springs. The rest is just the motors and springs, or motors and switch, and a couple of leads and a back cover. There's not a lot to these once you actually break them down, but we don't need to go into everything. The only thing we need to do is get onto here, take off this back cover. To do that, you need to remove these two screws, and to get the pin out, you have to move this here axis, lift it up. To get it to move, you just want it to pivot here, so just slacking off these two screws and take out this pin. That can lift up, and you can just pull out the driver blade. So right, now this one you can see the cap down tip has been removed from the switch. So that switch has actually been cleaned out before. These always come with a yellow tip on here. There's another wee bit of the pin there. Look. First of all, I'm just going to get a quick wee blast because it looks fairly dusty in here. The pressed air line should be all you really need to clean these things out. Just make sure you don't put any oil near anything inside of this. You don't need to take this bit out, but I'm just going to take it out anyway, to make it easier for myself and just to show how it goes back together. So don't lose your little springs. And a couple of torque screwdrivers is all we're going to need. One for this bigger screw, just take that out completely, and one on the other side, and this one, just give it a turn and that's it. You're just slackening it off. And remove that. Them out. Bit of slack in these wires, pull them over. And this rear cover can just be removed. There's your pin. Pull that out. And all this can just lift up. And you can see right down into the gun. You can see your broken pin here. Now clean hands when you're working on these things. Make sure you don't get any grease or oil inside of here. So if you do, you will be crying because it'll destroy the gun. pull that out. Have a little look at the driver. You can see it wears on here. So this is a flywheel. It's working on friction. This is the motor. It starts spinning and the motor's built onto this here flywheel. So that there spins. Whenever you pull your trigger, then this here little solenoid pulls the steel bar back, which pulls this roller back as well. Just can't get my finger in. Pulls that back, pushes this little roller here down. What it's doing is pushing this here driver blade here onto the flywheel, which then catches in these ridges and gets thrown forward with friction. But eventually this will start to wear out. So you can see where the flywheel's coming up here. It's worn all the way into here. And you can see where it's starting to wear all the way down to here. Now once you see it getting shiny in the center here, it has completely worn out. As you can see, that is just beginning to touch the bottom. Once it bottoms out, that's it. It can't get enough friction to start driving. You'll pull the trigger and you'll hear a click and it won't actually shoot that the driver worn out. So the way you can do this is you can tap this little wedge out. It's just bent down at the edge here. You can tap that down, pull out that wedge, and you can remove your driver blade, your firing pin, and slide in a new one and just reuse the same piece to clamp it back down again. The driver blade costs around 20 or 25 euro. A wee bit more work in replacing it, or you can do it this way, which I'm going to do. That is just replace the whole thing. This here is the actual driver unit. That's your part number, N690269. These are a lot more expensive, 60 euro plus the VAT. But eventually these will have to be replaced anyway. That is the whole driver assembly with the cradle and the pin. So you see in this one, where it's all nice and fresh, you can see the amount of wear in that one now. So this, if I reuse that, will work, but only for a short period, maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and then that's going to bottom out and it's not going to fire anyway. So then I'd eventually have to replace this whole unit anyway. So I may as well just change it all now in one go and save him having to take it on a second time, because eventually, basically, he'll be replacing the firing pan replacing the firing pan, but then having to replace it again along with this. So just do it all now, and then it'll be done. So refit. We're just sliding this in. Get it to about there. And then a wee screwdriver or something to lift up the pins and the springs. Just feed them into the hole of the driver. Everything just has to line up right to get this on. Get them lined up into the hole so it's about to drop in. Then position your blade into the hole at the front here. So you sort of have to get everything in together. And then just allow that to slide, pull in the nails, slide this forward. Just hold it with your finger and slide that rear cover back on. Make sure this here spring hooks into the two little tracks down here. That's it. Just secure that on again. Looks very complicated, but there's actually nothing really to it. If you have any of these Dewalt guns or something, you should know how to do, because eventually that's a repair you will have to do. These aren't bad nailers, but they do require an awful lot of work to keep them running. They do not last forever. All the parts do eventually get consumed. They're all consumable parts. They do wear out. When they wear, they need to be changed. Let's see here then. This door might not close because this part gets stuck here. You can just pop that out. Slide it down. We can just refit that later. Slide that pin back in, and a little rubber washer or O-ring. It's just to hold the pin on, basically, that's all. That is your gun, just about ready. Just stick this lever back on. It's just your release lever. It's just sitting on here to move this roller. Or if you ever get a nail jam and the pin jams forward, that just allows this roller to move back at an angle so the pin can slide back again. It's just a spring and a lever. The spring goes on first, and the lever just hooks over the top and goes in beside it. And that's it. That's how you replace the driver blade or the pin. And a Dewalt nail gun. Second fix Dewalt nail gun. Slide your switch on, get your battery thinner, and your actual selector buttons in. Just get that lined up. Two springs in, just sit on top. Also, if these start to rust and your switch gets very, very stiff, it's very hard to change the mode. You can't just take out one of them little springs. And your forward and reverse switch in, or your mode selector switch, just sits on top of this little board, top of the slider switch, and the two just slide on together. And that's it. Check all your wires, make sure you're not getting caught anywhere. Make sure all the screw holes are clear. You're not going to pinch any wires with the cover, especially with the screws. Pop your cover back on, and you're good to go. Tighten her up, give her a test. Aye. See if she does now. Hopefully she leaves some holes, put some nails out. Stick it on the bump mode there. That's her. That is how you replace a broken pin on a Dewalt nail gun. DCN660 Type 1. Same process for the Type 2. I think it's actually the same pin as well. The one thing I would just point out, what I should have said as well, is make sure you've got all the pieces. Look around inside the gun, make sure nothing's got wedged anywhere else. And check your parts to make sure they actually match up to give you the proper length of the pin. If it's too short compared to the new one, check inside for any other parts because they can break into a few different pieces. Right folks, that's it. That's how you change your firing pin on a Dewalt nail gun where it breaks in you. As you're shooting but not putting any nails, it's more than likely a broken pin. A lot of the time, if they're a few years old. This one is actually 2017, so 9 years old. Whenever they get to that age, the drivers can actually be worn out and may need to be replaced anyway, so sometimes better just to replace the whole driver unit. Plus, it's a lot easier to actually do. Anyway, folks, that's it. As always, if you're liking the tool repair videos, make sure to drop us a like and a follow down below. But the next time, chat to you later. Cheers.